Hello and good evening. Welcome into Dough Dog Pepper's Monday night live stream. Good to see everybody. Hope everyone is doing well. We have a few things to talk about, but as we see, the title of tonight is about Bug Out Weekend. We have 63 hours from right now till check-in starts. See everybody talking about checking in. Say hello to everybody. Ohio Valley Prepping, good evening. Gen X Gemini, good to see you. Blue Butterfly stands alone. Welcome in. Jules, welcome in. Half-ass ready. Semper Fi, brother. Billy, good to see you. And everyone else that is in the chat. Lil Lone Prepper, welcome in. Welcome in. So, Bug Out Weekend 2025 is just around the corner. Holly Ivins, welcome in. Teresa, good to see you. And I think that is everybody for right now. We'll let people get on in here. And there's my good friend, Hudson Valley Prepping and Survival, and the man of the hour himself, too, Vision Preparedness. Welcome in. Mike is lurking and listening. Well, that's all right. So, good to see everybody. Been a busy day here. Just getting stuff around and ready for the upcoming Bug Out Weekend. So today, Vision said he's just getting home. That's a busy man there. So, anyways, PJ, welcome in. Good to see you. I hope everybody that will be attending the Bug Out Weekend 2025 is getting their stuff around and packed up. And I just started getting my stuff today. I've had a list of stuff I need to get, but I just been busy doing the woodworking stuff and whatnot. But my youngest daughter today decided that she needed her brakes fixed on her car. So Dad, doing what Dad does, helped her get back on the road with new brakes and rotors. So she's starting to see what being an adult is all about. Yes, Dan Sloan, I got your list. You're keeping me busy there. But everybody's saying hello to everybody. Good to see everybody in there. Miss Ohio Valley Prepping Rita, welcome in. So we'll start off tonight's conversation about some stuff going around in this world, this crazy, crazy world. And then we'll jump into the main topic. So one of the main things that was happening today was the U.S. China trade war. They reached an agreement to do a 90-day pause. So we'll see how that works out and see if it actually happens and see what comes out on the other end of that. So not that I don't think it's going to change the prices on anything, and I'm just as guilty as most people. I buy stuff off of Amazon. I buy stuff at the store. I try my best not to buy the Chinese stuff if I don't have to, but sometimes it's the only choice you have. As far as like, I don't know, solar generators, most of that stuff is made in China. So until somebody here in the United States can step up and make an American made solar generator, we're kind of stuck with having to buy that stuff. So yeah, we'll just have to stand by and see. So I got my beer and tomato juice concoction here. But garden is going good. I am on my last few days of hardening the rest of the stuff that needs to be hardened. And I'm going to try my best to get it in the ground before bug out weekend if I can. And if I can't, then I will get it on Monday. So I'm actually going to be moving my bucket garden behind my garage where my normal garden is in the ground. I decided that I was going to do raised beds back there to make it easier, but it's not going to happen this year. So um, with losing my job and stuff, it's not feasible to do that right now. I have all the buckets and I have all the stands for them, so I don't have to go out and purchase the wood and the dirt and everything, because it can add up. The dirt can add up. So especially with the size of raised beds that I do and the amount that I wanted to do, it's not feasible this year. So what I'm going to do is my 3-tier bucket. So I got 15 buckets per stand, and I have 4 stands, so that's 60 buckets. I will move those in the back, and I will do that this year, and then next year, if whatever happens with my job or a job, and whenever I get the money to do that, then I will put the raised beds in, and I'll just use all the dirt from the 5-gallon buckets. So we see some other people come in. Tactical Muffin Top, welcome in. Privilege in Alaska, good to see you. Did I get your response? Yes, I did. I just been busy. I apologize. I will get back with you, and we'll try to work something out. So I hope you're doing good. Who else came in here? Sorry, it's just been a busy and hectic day trying to get stuff ready for Vision's bug out weekend and trying to get the garden stuff going, and I had to do the breaks and stuff. So it's just been crazy. All right, I think I've said hello to everybody in the chat. If I have not, I apologize. I will try to catch you. But anyway, so the garden is going good. I was trying to download some pictures that way I could share them up here, but it didn't work out. So my puppy dog here is coming to say hello. So, all right. So China and U.S. trade talk is going good. Then I talked about my garden. Real quick with the buckets again. So I'm taking each bucket that I have, and I'm taking my wheelbarrow, and I'm dumping each bucket one by one into the wheelbarrow, mixing it up, and then putting the dirt back into the bucket. It's a lot of work. I've been told that it was not necessary, but over the winter, I've put ash on top. I have put some compost on top, and I've put coffee grounds on top as well. Just a little bit in each one. So I want to kind of get that mixed up into everything. Plus, it breaks up the dirt and it'll make it easier to plant. So you're listening. Crimmage in Alaska says, I'm listening, but getting stove going so I can cook dinner. There you go. Got to eat. All right, standalone. That's fine. I appreciate it. So I'll get everything finished up after bug out weekend and figure out how to get it to you. So, but yeah, so going through 155 gallon buckets, dumping out each one individually, mixing it up, putting it back in. It takes a little time. I got a buddy that's going to come over tomorrow and is going to help do it. And hopefully I'll get them all done tomorrow and get everything moved. That way, when I get back from bug out weekend, I can get everything in the garden if I don't already have it in there by the time I leave. So anyways, all right. So that is that. The next topic is Trump signed the executive order for the pharmacy industry price cuts. So for those that are on prescription medications and or need medicines, if they go to a hospital or whatever, I don't know how that's going to affect that because the hospital stuff is always more expensive. But it says that the order gives drug maker price targets in the next 30 days. So hopefully the prices of your prescription medication should be going down. Welcome in, Shorty, and my good friend Robert Bates. Robert is always stirring shit up. Is it true that Vision Preparedness is not going to bug out weekend because he can't face at Double Dog Prepper? No, Vision Preparedness will be there. Obviously, it's his bug out weekend, and we are all good. But I appreciate that. I think that is all the people I've seen coming in so far. But yeah, so look forward to the prescription drugs coming down. And we'll just have to see. So the next thing has nothing to do with preparedness, but I saw it was kind of odd that the country of Qatar is they're stating that they're going to give Trump a free Air Force One. Now that's just the headlines. I didn't go in reading it, but I just happened to see it cross my screen. I don't think that as a president I would be flying on a plane that was given to me by another country for security reasons. So, but Steel and Tree, welcome in. Good to see you. But yeah, I'm gonna drop this link here for you, Vision, if you feel so inclined to come up and we can talk about some stuff if you want. And then the last thing that I had to talk about before we get into Bug Out Weekend talk is it kind of goes along. Well, not really, but I thought it was funny. My wife actually came up with the joke that things are going to start being made in America, and it just so happens that the new Pope was elected and is American made. So that was a funny little joke that she came up with. But yeah, Pope Leo the 14th is an American-born priest that is now the head of the Catholic Church. And me being Catholic, I think that's cool. So, Sister Marie's Kitchen, welcome in. Welcome in. We will see you soon. And there we go. We got Mad Shad in the house stopping by to say goodnight and skull. Here's to you. have a good sleep, and we'll see you in a few days. All right. Teresa said Vision is currently unloading his truck. All right. Well, if I see him back in the chat, I will let him know that he is more than welcome to come up and chat about Bug Out Weekend. Everybody's still saying hello to everybody. So if you are going to Vision's Bug Out Weekend, put a 1 in the chat, if you would. And I will start. Just curious to see how many of you guys will be coming. Rip Curl Readiness. Good to see you, my friend. Good to see you. Half-ass Ready right behind me with a 1. Holly Ivan, 1. Chad with a 1. Ohio Valley Prepping. Awesome. Y'all don't think the CIA doesn't have Air Force One bugged? I'm sure. Well, I hope so. Teresa, I hope you can get that figured out. So, if not, there's always the fall one if the world allows Vision to do that. Rabbit Coyote, welcome in. Standalone, 1 and 2. What is 1 and 2? How can it be 1 and 2? Curious. I see KP in here. Hi, KP Heathen. Welcome in, my friend. Yeah, KP would have a hell of a drive if he was coming. I don't think he is, but. All right, I got you, Standalone. There you go. All right. So, now I got the today's information out of the way. We will talk about Bug Out Weekend. So, for all those that are coming, and I like it. 1 is not a lonely number when it comes to Bug Out Weekend. You're absolutely right. And Mrs. Ohio Valley Prepping says 1. Awesome. It'll be exciting to meet all you great people. For the ones I have not met for the first time, it'll be awesome. For the ones that I have met, it'll be good to see you again. And everybody that's going to be there, we'll have a good time. We'll still have some good classes. Vision, I dropped the link if you want to come up. We just started talking about the Bug Out Weekend, and getting stuff ready, packed, what to bring, what not to bring, things that I'm going to be bringing, things that I will not be bringing, and the kitchen sink will be one of the things that I will not be bringing, although I may need it. So, what is going on, Mr. Vision Preparedness?
What's going on, bro? How you doing?
Busy.
Welcome to the club.
We've had all this time to get shit ready and prepared and packed and everything, and I don't have enough time.
Yeah, that makes 2 of us. Yeah. Tomorrow's going to be a late night. I refuse to, be late, and I already informed Junior that he needs to make his presence known on Wednesday to help me pack the truck.
Right on, right on. If not, that's a lot of up and down those stairs.
Yeah. Well, the heaviest piece is not downstairs.
Well, that's good.
Yes.
Yep.
That is true.
So yeah, I was speaking about your heaviest piece, obviously one of your solar generators, but
Yep.
I was looking up because my smoker is electric.
Okay. How many watts?
I looked it up and it says on average runtime is 800 watts.
Oh,
So
okay.
I was looking up on my Mega One. So
Yep.
my Mega One would only power it for 3.5 hours.
Okay. Don't worry.
So
We can go ahead. I'm
I
sorry.
am going to bring my my gas generator. It's an inverter, so it's quiet. Well, it ain't loud, but it just has
Right.
a purr to it. And
Right.
I even looked up on that. So one tank of gas, I think it's got like a 2-gallon tank on it,
Yeah.
will only last 7.5 hours. So, with the amount of pork butt that I got to smoke, it's going to take roughly about 18 hours to smoke all this stuff. So,
Well, it ain't like you don't know a guy.
yeah,
And we'll get it done. I can, if need be, plug the B2 extra battery into the Mega One, and you'll be good.
all right,
Or
yeah,
I can, we got options. I'll say that.
yeah, right. And we got time to figure it out. So you said dinner is roughly around 6:30 on Saturday, right?
Yes, sir.
I'm just trying to figure out what time I need to start prepping, because I'll just be bringing them in the coolers and whatnot, and then I'll get them all prepared and put in the smoker. Roughly, I'll probably start prepping about 20 hours prior to that. So whatever time that
Okay.
is, it'll be a late night for Devil Dog Prepper and anybody that wants to assist, and it'll be a good time. But it'll be good food. I'm really looking
Yes, there.
forward to
Yes, there will be. And whatever you need, we're good. So
it.
it'll
Awesome.
we'll make it happen, and it'll get done
Absolutely.
and taken care of.
And I'm gonna start a little earlier, that way it's ready to go.
Right.
So 'cause there's always hiccups, especially when you got one person that's responsible for feeding the mouths of 80 people.
Yeah. Yeah. You remember the first year, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. So I get it, and whatever I can do to help, I'm more than willing.
I know.
So
I know. And there'll be 80 people there, so I'm sure that there's people with all kinds of ideas, and I'm whatever. We'll get it done, and we'll have a good time and whatnot. So, I was hoping to get my tent out and get it resealed. It's still, I mean, I sealed it right before last year's bug out weekend, so it should still be good.
yep.
It looks like it's going to rain here the next couple days, so I don't think I'm going to have time to get it out and seal it up. But who knows? I'll get it put up at the bug out weekend, and while I have a little bit of time, I might just put a quick seal on it and call it good.
There you go. Absolutely.
But so no, I just wanted to talk a little bit. I don't want to steal your thunder. It's your weekend, but
Now
kind of
it's
just
our
want
weekend. It's our weekend, bro. You're good.
to go
Because
over.
I couldn't have done it without the entire Ohio family.
Yep.
Period. Especially this year. So,
Yep.
and some other folks, because we all got stuff. And I appreciate you. I appreciate everybody that's coming, and including those that planned on coming and couldn't.
Yeah.
Life be lifing, and I completely understand.
Oh, absolutely. I was bummed to hear some of the people that aren't going to be able to come, and
Right.
they will be missed, and some of them, I haven't met yet. So, but obviously, the main one there, we all have met, and But
Yeah.
anyways, yeah, like you said, life will be lifing. So, I hope that everybody has a good couple days and gets their stuff packed up and has a safe trip to the location. And I was trying to think. Oh yeah. So if anybody is on their way and needs to contact, they can contact you. And if you want to drop your email address or whatever, my email address will be on there as well. If there's anything that we need to do to help, if something happens, break down close to whatever, you never know.
Right.
So,
Um,
but
is, is is our family snitching in the chat?
yes,
Uh,
she was.
Any moderator, drop my email address, visionpreparedness@gmail.com. Thank you, Stands Alone.
And mine's scrolling across the screen there. Let me see if I can add that. So yeah, as far as let me do this here. Oh, help if I can spell. And we'll do this. Look at that. Visionpreparedness@gmail.com.
Look at that.
I got your email going across my screen.
Thank you.
All right. So, anyways, for the folks that are going to be coming to the Bug Out Weekend, some things to consider on what to bring. Michigan Outpost, welcome in. Seen you coming in there. So, things to bring, things that you don't need. Katrinka, welcome in. Obviously, a tent or a tarp or a hammock, something to sleep in or sleep on. I will be bringing I believe it's a 6-person tent, just for comfort for myself. I'm also bringing an air mattress because I refuse to right now sleep on the hard ground. So if I need to, then obviously I've done it for many of times when I was in Iraq. I slept in a 2-man tent for many months, and I vowed that I'll never be uncomfortable like that again. So,
Welcome to the club. And yes, I'm bringing a queen size air mattress.
yep.
And yeah.
I will not be. So, for the people that were at the first Bug Out Weekend, or the people that weren't there, I brought a 1-person coffin.
Yeah, that lasted how long?
Not long at all. Not long
Right.
at all. So, I I was a lot bigger then than I am now. So, but anyways, I'm still a big guy. But anyways, I purchased a 1-man tent, and I lasted in there maybe an hour, if that. And
Well, I was going to say, I don't think it was that long.
I said, nope, ain't gonna happen. So I ended up taking my sleeping bag and my pillow and my air mattress. Well, I had at that time it was just a regular blow up I don't know, the real thin air mattresses.
Pad, yeah.
Yeah, air pad, yeah. So I put that in the back of my truck, and that's where I slept for the rest of the bug out weekend. So
And when I saw you going, I don't think too many people noticed, but I did. And I was like, what? Okay. And I got it, but I made a point to, stroll over through there and checking on you to make sure everything was okay throughout the night.
well, when I got into my sleeping bag and the sides of my shoulders were touching the sides of the tent, and the top of the tent was like that far from my face, I'm like, nope, ain't gonna happen.
Right. I don't blame you.
I upgraded last year, and I'm gonna try out a new tent this year, so it'll be good.
Yeah.
So obviously, you got your tent, something to sleep on or sleep in, air pad, air mattress, foam pad, a sleeping bag. Obviously, you need a flashlight. It does get pretty dark there. Um, uh, Obviously, during our night walk that we will be doing, um, we won't be using flashlights. We did not do it the last time. Your eyes do get accustomed to the darkness, and as long as there's the moon, there's enough light to do that midnight or the late night walk. So
That's true.
but a flashlight for around the campsite, maybe some chem sticks to put on your tie down lines for your tent. Um, I have glow in the dark rope that I'll be utilizing. So we'll see. Plus, I have my little Duracell lantern that blinks red or stays red, just because one of the things that I learned in the Marine Corps, you don't use white light at night, especially in combat. But red flashlights are easier and less seen than a white light. So, and you can still
Yep.
see everything. So, but I
Right.
usually put that lantern in front of my tent, and it blinks or stays steady red, and I know where my tent's at, and I can whatever. So, but Crewbridge in Alaska says you will not see full night of darkness until mid-August. Good gracious, that's
Wow.
right. Yep, those people will be busy doing everything they can, trying to get their stuff done before the winter comes back.
Yeah. What's going on, X? Good to see you.
Just seen it. What's going on, X? See you in a couple days.
Yes, indeed.
Holly says, Double Dog, I love the flashlights you sent me. Wonderful. Yes. And they can be charged by solar. You can do a solar power bank if you want. But yeah. But yeah, so tent, sleeping bag, sleeping pad, sleeping bag. And then obviously containers for your water, whether it's a bottle or whatever. There is drinkable water, potable water there by the what do you want to call it? The
The shelter house.
shelter house, yeah.
Yeah.
So, but with me, I'm bringing my canopy, my 10 by 20 canopy. I'll have my sleeping quarters on the one side, and the other will be the kitchen area. I'll be bringing a table to do all my prep work and my Blackstone so I can cook up some breakfast and whatnot and dinners. Obviously, I will not be packing that if it was in a true SHTF bug out, but I do have all that equipment, and I did use it last year. So I know it works. I've used it a couple times here, so I know that works as well. But with the amount of stuff that I have to get ready, uh, and we got a lot of bacon to eat. So
Right, right. Yep, I'm trying. I'm trying to bring less than I did last year.
yeah,
I'm only bringing hopefully what's necessary. And if I forget something, I just forget it.
well, I seen that the weather report at the beginning of last week. I've been keeping an eye on it, and
Yep.
I'm still going to bring the canopy just because, and I got the one for the check-in table if you still need it.
Yes, please. And
Okay.
thank you.
Yep. So, and then if it does happen to rain, which I don't see it going to rain, but if it does, and even if it doesn't rain, we can use that as a congregate area for whoever wants to sit around and shoot the talk, whatever. So, but food,
Right.
bring food, enough food for you to eat. Usually,
Yeah.
I look back at the last couple of bug out weekends. I really didn't see a whole lot of people. I mean, you've seen ones and twos here doing the lunch thing, but
Right.
you see people in the morning doing the breakfast, and then obviously dinner time, and then you see people snacking throughout the day. So I think that's what they did instead of having a lunch. So,
Yeah.
but you're more than welcome. You can eat 3, 4, 5 times, whatever. There are no rules on what you can eat and whatever. So,
Yeah.
but I will have my kitchen set up for that weekend.
Yep.
So,
Same here. I have my kitchen set up.
well, yeah. And then Saturday I will be cooking the pork butts to make pulled pork sandwiches. I will not. I will put the spices on it that I normally would put on it. I will not put the barbecue sauce in it. I will have the barbecue sauce on the side for
Thank
anybody.
you.
Because if you do not want the barbecue sauce, you don't have to have it.
Thank you.
Oh, you're welcome. I know that some people don't like barbecue, and it is what it is. So, but I'm hoping that well, I don't half the time use barbecue sauce just because the flavor is so good. But I will
Yep.
have
Same here.
the pulled pork sandwiches. I will cook plenty, so there'll be plenty of food there. I'm gonna have baked beans, and also coleslaw that I will make that day and put it on ice, so it'll be ready to go. Rabid Coyote says pulled pork sandwiches with coleslaw on it. Just saying. Hey, yeah, I do that.
That's right. I do that. So, do we have the condiments? Forks, plates, napkins.
I would have to look. I don't know if what I have. I can.
We'll talk about that later because we all got to get together.
Yeah.
And talk about that. So,
Sister Marie's kitchen says no foraging for meals, especially
right.
Saturday night. So
That's true.
But yeah, it'll be. Oops, what did Paul say? Paul says I will bring you 5 pounds of bacon for me or with me for everyone, and anything on the list I can help out on. Well, I don't know if you've seen my comment a while ago. You had asked about using my Blackstone for your eggs. Anybody is welcome to use my Blackstone if they want. If I'm not using it, you're more than welcome to use it. So, Holly, are you still planning on doing the cake? I know you had said something. She says I will buy paper plates.
And Sister Marie just said forks, plates, and Paper towels on me. So, Sister Marie, do you already have them? Because I know we talked briefly about it, but I've been busy. You've been busy, so we just need to not do cross communications. So, technically, who's doing that?
Okay, well, so here's the thing, and I'm not. I have a membership to Sam's Club and Costco. I need to go anyways, so I can pick the stuff up, and then what I'm going to do, and um, whoever wants to help pitch in to help with that stuff is fine. You know, if that's what you want to do, just because it's probably easier or maybe cheaper or whatever, just to get a big container of it.
Okay. It doesn't matter to me as long as
Yeah.
it gets done. And I'm gonna tell you, I'm almost tapped out.
Yeah.
So, because I got so much.
No, that's
Uh,
fine, and we'll talk. It'll get done. So we'll talk
Correct.
on our chat and get it going. So
Okay, Sister Marie says she already has them.
all right,
Okay.
good to go. All right,
Okay.
sweet. So then we don't got to worry about that. All right, so Saturday night's dinner is taken care of. So all you got to worry about is your food for Thursday, Friday, and whatever you need for Sunday. Well, then obviously Saturday for breakfast, whatever. So just bring whatever you want. I know World 2IC, he's as just as excited as a lot of us, and he will be bringing more than what he needs, he said. So
Wait, time out.
timing out.
Did I hear chocolate pudding cakes?
Holly
Wait a
says, yes, Devil Dog, buying chocolate pudding cake.
Yeah. Holly, thank you. And
right,
yes, please.
We're gonna have to put a bet or whatever to see if Vision goes into a food coma after the dinner.
Don't place any bets because we still got stuff that evening going down. So
I know, that's what I'm saying. We're all gonna have full stomachs and with the barbecue and all the trimmings and everything, and then chocolate cake and
well, you would be better off making money on how many times I fill up my coffee cup.
which, by the way, I got a 60 cup coffee pot.
Good Lord. Okay.
And I didn't know it, but it takes an hour to make a batch. So if somebody gets up before I do, they can start the coffee. And I didn't realize that it takes what was it, five cups of coffee for 60 cups? Something like that. It's crazy. I'll have it all written out, but
Okay.
yeah, Blue Butterfly, yeah, everybody drinks coffee all day long, so I figured we'll have the coffee there. So
Yeah, I'm gonna have to ban OVP.
why is that? Oh,
he probably drinks as much coffee as I do. So between the two of us, that's the whole pot for the first time right there.
well, you know, it just so happens I was actually looking to see, and it only, like I said, it takes an hour, so we have 60 cups of coffee for however long it lasts, and then we can always put another pot on. So
Yeah, and it's not gonna be like that's gonna be the only pot of coffee brewing in the whole camp. So
correct. Yep.
we'll be all right. Yes.
But yeah, it'll be so we talked about the sleeping arrangements. When you get there, you pick out wherever you want to set up camp, correct?
After you check in, yes.
Yes. The first thing you do after you park your car and you get out and you stretch, because everybody drove for however long they drove. I know for me it's a few hours. There's people that are going to be driving a lot longer than that. You know, you get out, you stretch, walk around, get feeling back in your legs.
Go to the bathroom.
Go to the bathroom, and then you stop at the check-in desk. And I believe Sister Marie's going to be there, correct?
Yep, her and somebody else. There'll be multiple people there.
Yep. So
awesome. X just said he has a 60 pot also. He'll bring it.
Awesome. There you go.
Appreciate that, X. See, family's family.
Rabbit said he drinks coffee exclusively. Water gives him heartburn.
I'm with you on that, Rabbit. So go ahead. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you there.
No, you're good. You're good. So we covered the sleeping arrangements, but when you get there and you get your feeling back in your legs and you check in at the check-in table, and then you get your goodie bag and your name tag and whatever, then you can go and pick out where you want to set up camp. Now, keep in mind that there's 80 plus whatever people that are going to be there. So just keep that in mind. So
correct.
It's a big area. I just,
it is.
Every time I think about it, 80 people, I mean, it seems like it's a lot, but that's like 2 football fields.
Yeah. Even if we did tent beside tent, for the whole thing, we wouldn't even probably fill up half of that.
Correct. So there's and in the last 2 bug out weekends, the shelter half is on one end, or the shelter is on one end, and then the rest of it's completely open, and it's surrounded by trees and whatnot, and everybody just plopped all the way around.
Right. In the middle was wide open.
Yep. The few people the first year that were in the middle.
Yep.
Down in New Yorkistan area.
Yep.
Hudson brought his 15 people from the New York area. So he will be sadly missed this one. So
I don't. Yeah, I'm gonna leave that alone because yeah.
But yeah, you pick out your area, you get your tent set up. There'll be plenty of people there to help you if you need help. And it's just it's cool to watch people put their tents up. Whatever it is. You had the Taj Mahal there last year.
Yep.
It'll be curious to see who brings that special one this year.
Right. Take care, Cha-Cha. Have a good evening. Yeah. Rule said he's packed and ready to go. Is it Thursday yet?
Almost. Have a good one, Stands Alone. But yeah, so you get your tent sites picked out and get everything set up, and you walk around and talk to people and help people out, and so obviously there's no electricity there for your use, so whatever power you need to bring it with you. So whether it's a solar bank, solar generator, whatever, there'll be plenty of those there. So obviously that's the new thing, and people aren't going to be wanting listening to a loud gas or diesel generator going anyway. So Ohio, no special place, wherever you want to set up. Yep, there's no assign. It's first come, first pick. So yep.
Unless I walk up to you and ask you to move.
Then you do. So
which I have yet to ever do. So
World 2 IC says I'll be over in the snoring section.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Yeah.
Ooh. See y'all. Coffee,
Yep.
magic coffee works even off camera. Thank you, love.
There you go.
Tell everybody hi. The COO said hola to everybody.
COO. All right. So Rabbit said, so don't bring my 20K military generator.
No, sir. Not unless you park it 3 miles down the road and have a very long extension cord.
But yeah, so you bring your containers to for the water. I bring my 6 gallon containers. I bring 2 of them. I'll probably make sure I pick up a third one, or I'll probably just continue doing my 2 ones. And then I can always refill it because obviously I'm gonna be handling all the meat and everything. So
Yeah.
keep the hands clean and everything, and then I have to wash everything down afterwards. So, but yeah,
Yep.
so you bring stuff to drink water. You could bring coolers. You could bring your pops or whatever. Keep everything on ice.
Yep.
There's going to be people that are going to be making runs to the Walmart or to the gas station if needed. So don't
That's
feel
true.
that if you have a cooler that doesn't keep ice very well, there'll be plenty of chances to get ice. So
That is true.
Let's see.
I'm
what
with
else.
you, Blue Butterfly. I'll be in the up all night section too.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, I don't. We don't get a whole lot of sleep. You still get sleep, but it's exciting to meet new people and hear how things are doing. I remember talking for hours on my gardening stuff with Love and Life. Those two happily people.
Yes.
And talking about other subjects. That you don't usually hear too much on Facebook, or not Facebook. Geez, up Pete's YouTube and stuff. But you know, uh, you get to meet these people, and everybody has their own ways of doing stuff.
Yep.
So
Appreciate that, OVP.
OVP will be doing ice runs. If anybody wants to ride along, bring the 15 passenger van. All right. And then X says 4 days, no shower unless you cheat and sneak to a motel. Bring unscented baby wipes. Well, that plus they do have little shower tents that you can do a solar shower. That's what I plan on doing. Because according to and don't quote me because this is my weather report for the week. It says Thursday will be a high of 84, a low of 71. Friday will be 85, a low of 62, and partly cloudy. Saturday will be mostly sunny, high of 81 and a low of 60. And Sunday, partly cloudy, high of 73 and a low of 54. And each day is a 20% chance of rain. So I think we'll be good.
Yep.
So
yep. And if not, we'll be prepared.
Rabbit Coyote said so. Jacket weather still? I will not be wearing a jacket. Listen, when it gets 50 degrees, and I know this is going to make Vision cringe, but when it turns 50 degrees, my flip-flops and my shorts come out.
Man, that is so wrong on so many levels. But okay.
Well,
So
at least I'm not wearing Crocs, my man.
Yeah, well, flip-flops are the second worst shoe ever made. Or actually the worst shoe ever made is a flip-flop and then a Croc.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Why do you hate flip-flops so much?
You don't like feet? I don't like your feet.
I got good looking feet.
Oh, well, so do I. I do too. I just don't like them. I don't. So anyway,
I wore work boots for the
right.
12 years I was in the Marine Corps and the 19 years I worked at my last job. So every once in a while I like to air my feet out and just feel
Okay.
the breeze, you know.
The breeze. I ain't mad at you, and that's okay.
I'll be having my boots on, and I got tennis shoes. I wear tennis shoes all the time. So
you do you good.
All right.
I'm just saying. But you know, I'll probably be walking around in a hoodie in the evening, you know, and probably
60s and 70s. I mean, our 60s are you know,
decent.
still good, you know, still good sleeping weather. So
yeah, I may have on a long sleeve T-shirt, but you know, it is what it is. You know, I'm old for a reason. You know, I'll be 98 this year. Okay, cut me a break.
Tuck says his feet looks 20 years older than they are.
Yeah. Toesy socks with them Yeah, he does. Yeah, he does, Rabbit.
No.
Him and Mad Shad, both of them walk around with toesy socks on and flip flops.
I draw the line in the sand there. I'm sorry. Socks do not belong on your feet if you have flip flops on. That's just me.
Okay. Yeah, Rabbit, don't believe him. They both walk around with toesy socks and flip flops on.
You can ask my wife. I've never worn socks with my flip flops.
I you know, 9 out of 10 deaths are caused by domestic violence. I'm not getting in that, bro.
Well, yeah. I mean, just bring everything that you're going to need for the 4 days. World 2IC said flip flops are for prison showers.
That's right. I will say this. For the bug out bag clinic on Saturday. For those of you that want to participate, bring your bug out bags, get home bags, whatever bag you consider the most important or important to you. Because myself and Dan H and the rest of the team, we're going to do a clinic and talk about, you know, necessities. Plus, we'll help go over your bug out bag, and I think you'll have the opportunity to weigh your bag so you actually know how much it weighs.
Yep, absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a good time. You learn a lot. I mean, there was people at the first 2 bug out weekends that were new to the scene, and I think what was her name? Big Mama Y'all. And she wrote down everything.
Yes.
That everybody was saying, you know. So you learn a lot, even though you think you may know everything about it. Everybody has a different approach to it, so
that is true. That is true.
Rob B, welcome in.
What's going on, Rob B?
Well, yeah. So bring your bags. Just even if it's just to weigh it, just to see if you're curious of how much it weighs. You might have a obviously everybody, and that's the good thing about this weekend is everybody has a different approach to the situation or the bug out bag. Each person's necessities are different, so you might have stuff that maybe other people haven't thought about, and vice versa. So, but yeah, it'll be good, and there'll be plenty of other classes to learn from and to do things, and then on the free time to be able to go around and just chat with other people, like-minded people, and for those that are new to the scene, there's not a single person there that I know of that is not approachable, and that will not talk to you about whatever subject you want to talk about. If you've got questions, do not be afraid to ask them, and there'll be somebody there with the answer. So,
Yep. Most
But
definitely.
there'll be content creators there making videos for their channel and stuff like that. And I know that Vision had just asked if you do make content or whatever on whatever you're doing, just to tag him in it. That way, that information can get out his way too. So
Yes, because I'm gonna make a playlist for Bug Out Weekend 2025 and put all the video footage in there for everybody to see from my channel, and they can go to your channel as well. But that's going to be my collection of it. And as people go through my playlist, they'll come to your channel. If they say, "Oh, who's this?" and go check out your content and subscribe to your channel as well. Not that I'm any big deal or anything, but yeah.
Yeah, I remember the first one I went to, and like you said in your videos before, when you get there and you get checked in, you go look for Vision, and
Yep.
I did just that, and
Yeah.
before I could even get anything out of my mouth, he was like, "Oh, hold on," and he thought for a minute. He's like, "Devil Dog." I'm like, "Absolutely." So.
Yep.
So it's a good time. So it's a good chance to use your equipment if you have not used it. Also to refresh your memory if you've used it before and haven't used it in a while. And also, who knows? You got something that you bring there, whether it's a way of cooking, and maybe somebody else has never seen it before, or they got one and don't know how to use it. It's a good way to learn. So
Right. Yep. You're right, Rule. No, you're right, Rule. You can either use the hashtag or the pound sign. Doesn't matter either way. I'll or the @ sign. I'm sorry, the @ sign or the hashtag, and I'll be able to pick it up.
all right, there you go.
What happened?
Nothing.
I can't hear you. What happened here?
My mic's working. Yeah.
Okay, there you go. I was going to say, where'd you go?
Rob B says, "Good to demonstrate different water filters." Yes, absolutely. And I'm glad that you said that, because I need to write down.
Well, you know what I more than likely 9 out of 10 times you'll be seeing me walking around with my black Grail.
There you go. All right, we got 5x5 on both of us. All right,
Okay.
good to go. Anybody got any questions on Bug Out Weekend, on what you need to bring or what you shouldn't bring or whatever? I said I wasn't going to bring the kitchen sink, but
Yes, you are.
I might bring a tub to wash stuff up in.
There you go.
So,
And if not, you can use one of my empty totes. Don't forget about the free stuff table, the free table, free gear.
yes,
You can
yes.
leave some gear you're not using anymore, and if you see something you could use, take it. And the seed table, 1 for 1. Take some seeds, leave some seeds.
I got some seeds I'll be bringing. Absolutely. And some stuff. Yeah.
There you
Ohio
go.
Valley Prepping says, Vision, you shouldn't put coffee in your Grail.
Why not? It's got the one-way valve in it. Once I purify the water and pour it in there, and yeah, we're done. Or I may walk around with the one of a kind pestilence black tumbler, allegedly, that somebody made for me.
There you go.
Yeah.
Yeah. People are talking about the water filters. Unless you're going to go to the lake and get the water out of the lake, there's clean water out of the spigot there at the shelter. So I don't
What
know.
did what did Tuck say? Can I put gold?
Oh, he wants to know if we could put Goldschlager in my grill.
Sure, you can put anything you want in your grill.
That shit is nasty.
Yeah, I don't. Yeah. Half ready, my man.
He says the USMC tumbler will be in my hand all weekend. There you go.
Awesome.
Between my 60 cup pot and X's 60 cup pot, there'll be, and then everybody else's way of making coffee. There'll be plenty of coffee and water and whatever, you know.
That's true.
Yeah, bring a cooler with all your stuff in it that you need. There'll be plenty of water there to use for your freeze dried or dehydrated foods that you bring. If you whatever you want to do. So it's totally your show. You're responsible for you. So
Yes, please.
yeah. So don't show up with no food and all that kind of stuff, because then I don't know what you're gonna do.
That's true. Well, they'll know. They'll know what to do.
Yep. Percolator coffee here. There you go.
Yep, I got one of them too, Holly, and I'm not sure if I'm gonna bring it.
Half-ass ready. No comment on what will be in it, though. There
well, just police yourself, sir, and thank you.
Everybody's an adult. Well, most of them, I'm sure.
True. And keep in mind, y'all, there will be children there too. So, and this is family oriented. So, yeah.
Rabbit says go to the 7-Eleven. Slurpees.
There you go. Exactly, OVP. We'll always bring more than we need.
I was just thinking about this, so like, because I was looking at the picture that I posted for my thumbnail. If you have a tent and you want to put a tarp down before you put the tent down, so that way nothing punctures it, that'd be a good idea.
Yep. Put a tarp under it. Yep. I highly recommend that.
Because
put a tarp under your tent.
There's trees everywhere, so there's sticks and stones and whatever else. It's just a big open area, so it's not like they just mow it. That's it. So, but yeah. So anything and everything that you need for 4 days, make sure you bring. If there's something that you forgot and need it, there's a Walmart close by or whatever. If somebody else has it and wants to loan it out, they can. But it should be a good time.
It will be a good time. Yes.
And I know we've been all looking forward to it, and I got the countdown clock going. So
what is it? How many days, an hour? How many hours are we down to?
So let me check here. So 62 or 61 hours and 50 minutes.
Awesome.
So Did I see Ace coming in here? No, I did not. But yeah, anything you need to add, Vision? Does anybody got any questions? If you got questions on what you might need, or if you have questions on a gear or whatever, just put it in the chat and we'll get you answers for it. Anybody heading up 75? I will be.
No, you'll be
Oh.
heading down
I'll be
75.
heading down 75. Sorry.
Lord, he gonna get lost already, y'all.
Yeah. Ohio Valley Prepping says math is good. 61 hours and 50 minutes. Check. There you go.
Way to go, OVP. Needs to come by my tent for the half ready giveaway. Okay, well, there you go, folks. See,
Nice.
I'll be heading 70 west.
Okay. Nice. Half-assed ready says he'll be heading up 75.
Yep.
Welcome in, Joseph Moore. Good to
Good
see
to
you.
see you, Joseph Moore. I'm trying to think. You know, like I said, registration and all that stuff will open at 11 o'clock a.m. Okay. Hopefully, if we get everything set up and ready by then.
I'm just trying to think of anything else that
You know, I will, and this is just me because y'all know me. I will be praying for safe travels and for everybody that gets on the road. Whenever you get on the road, that everybody arrives safely, no issues, and all that good stuff. The prepared Irishman.
Good to see
We're
you,
gonna miss
friend.
you, bruh. We're gonna miss you, bruh.
Yes, absolutely. World 2IC wants to know if he can just check in now.
Well, let's see. If you check in now, you can, and the Rangers will probably let you go by Thursday. Yeah.
But yeah, it'll be.
Do you see EMP's big adventure comment?
No, let me go up here and see. Evening, y'all. Is Bug Out Weekend this weekend or next? How much is admission? It is this weekend or this coming weekend in 61 hours and 47 minutes. It'll start and no admission, but you had to register prior to today, and that would be up to Vision on anything there. So. You still there, Vision?
Yeah, I'm here. I'll say this. I can't promise anything, but if you have not registered and you want to come, you need to send me an email at visionpreparedness@gmail.com.
Which is scrolling at the bottom of the screen, folks.
Yeah.
Bonnie, welcome in. Welcome in.
Hey, Bonnie.
We will have a good time. Yes, great
yes,
time.
Indeed, Bonnie. I pray for everybody gets on the road. Pete.
The roaming prepper is in the building. Sweet.
Good to see you, Pete.
But yeah, it still just blows my mind that 80 plus people signed up to come down here and to do this. And
yes,
but that's what you said when you first started us off. You didn't know how many people was going to start coming, and then you're like, okay, well, you're hoping that at one point maybe you'll be forced to find a different location. I think you're at that point now.
Yeah, that I think you're absolutely right. But the welcome. So Thursday night, 7:30, we're going to have a welcome. We're all going to gather at the shelter, and I'm going to say some words, and I'm not going to let the cat out the bag, but I'm going to say some words and some stuff. So, and then that's all that's going on Thursday.
Yep.
Yeah.
But yeah, if you get your site set up and you want to walk around and help others, because I mean, there's no specific time that you got to be there by or whatever. You just show
Right.
up when you get there and set up where you can, and yeah, help people out if you feel so inclined to. I know once my stuff is up and ready to go, I will be helping anybody that needs help.
Yep.
The parking lot's not that far from the area, so the Prepared Irishman,
60s through 80s, isn't it?
yeah, the 80s during the day, mid 80s, low or high 70s on Sunday, and then in the 60s, 70s at night. So
Yeah.
Rabbit says 8.5 hours from here, at least that's what Google Maps says. Awesome.
Right.
I hope you're able to make it. So
Yep. Be safe on the road. Like I said, everybody be safe on the road. Thank you, Ghost. See, my personal moderator knows me. He knows me. He knows me. He knows me. And that's what I folks. Well, I'll save it for Thursday night. But yeah, that's my guy right there. That is my guy right there. Yep.
oh, let's see here. X says 11 hours for him.
11 hours for X.
Yep. But yeah,
Yeah, it's gonna be a good
wow.
time.
107 Wednesday in Texas.
Bonnie said, "Suddenly that ain't right." Right? Yeah. I will tell y'all this though, and you'll hear more about it, but this year I have done twice as much administration than the last 2 years combined. The back end stuff is crazy, and well, according to the COO, I have a touch of OCD. Allegedly. So, you know, and that comes from wanting everything to be just right for you folks, because y'all are the ones driving.
Mm-hmm.
And I want it to be epic. I want it to be amazing. And I had a conversation with somebody about something, and they were like, "You can only do what you can do."
Yep.
And then I heard my dad whispering in my ear, "Dude, stuff that you can't control, don't worry about it." So that grounded me and pushed me forward. So now I'm finished. I'm starting scramble mode to get everything at least staged and ready to pack. And I have to admit, the COO has stepped up, even though she can't attend because of school and some other stuff we got going on that she's taking care of. Mad shout outs to the COO, because she's making sure y'all are taken care of. I'll
Yep.
say that, and I'll leave it at that. She is making sure y'all are taken care of, and you know, I couldn't have done this by myself. Couldn't have done this without the COO. Couldn't have done it without the Ohio family. Couldn't have done it without Mike. And Mike, it is still your fault, regardless. So, you know, y'all, and I'll I'll say this. My personal moderator, keep a close eye on me Friday or Thursday evening, please, at the welcome. Cause yeah. Y'all
Well, he'll be watching out, and the rest of the Ohio gang will be watching out too.
absolutely, y'all will. And you know, cause I'm all yeah, never mind.
Squirrel.
Squirrel, see, there he is. There's my guy. See, he knows me. He knows me. Ghost knows me. And he said, I got you, Vision. Squirrel. See, that's our code word. So I'm gonna drink me some coffee.
Yeah. But if folks, you know, as far as you know, whether you have an hour to drive or you got 10, 12, 15, 18 hours, however long you have, you know, make sure your vehicle is ready for the drive. You know, make sure
Yes.
that you know you have your oil changed if you needed it beforehand or whatever. Um, make sure you check your oil. Obviously, make sure you keep your topped off with fuel. Um, this is the drive is also a part of the bug out weekend
Yep.
and the training for this stuff that we do. Um, because you never know what can happen. Um, I know I went up into Michigan a couple of days ago to a wood shop to get some wood to do some cutting boards, and Google Maps had said that there was construction and that you know there was a better route. Well, I had seen the cones up and traffic was going fine, and I'm like, I'll just stay on it. A big mistake. So it was 54 miles away from my house, and it took me 2.5 hours to get there.
Yeah.
And so you never know what you're going to run into. Accidents happen. Construction season is upon us. So just keep that in mind. Make sure that you have some extra water in your car, some food or snacks. Obviously, you're coming to bug out weekend. You already have the food in there. But again, you know, you never know what may happen. So, but Blue
That's
Butterfly
true.
says 100% of Missouri is under construction. Yeah.
Wow. Are you bringing
Oh,
your crafts, Devil Dog, to sell?
well, I wasn't going to, but Vision had said it in one of his lives that that I can. I'm
Yep.
not. It's not. It's not. It's. I was going to say it's his weekend, but he said it's all of our weekend. I will have some stuff there. I'm not going to be pushing it. So if you're interested in anything that I have, just come and find me and we'll work it out. So
That's right, Tuck. You're right, Tuck. Possum Creek Metro Park. The
yes,
campsite is Sugar Maple.
yep.
Oh, and my guy Anthony texted me today. He picked up the specially commissioned T-shirts
Nice.
that I will have for sale. And yeah,
Well, yeah. I think
it's
we
gonna be a
covered.
good time.
I think we covered everything.
Uh oh.
Things-
See? Nice.
All right.
Nice.
Yes, I got it. I got it ready to go. X.
Blue Butterfly. The campsite is Sugar Maple, if I'm not mistaken. It's on the website on the About page. Once you click the About page, click on the event, and you'll see all the details, directions, address, everything for the campsite. He said extra fat. All of the t-shirts are extra large, and they are going to be that's a good question. Probably $25 a piece, I think. I don't know. I'm done doing math until next week.
There you go. Yep.
They're either going to be 20 or 25. I'm not sure yet. I haven't seen what the final numbers are on them, but yeah. That's right, X. Yeah, all the t-shirts are extra large. So there you go.
Uh-oh. I was in high school when I fit into 1X.
Well, don't feel bad, Rule, because my son, believe it or not, who is down to a 2X, asked me about a t-shirt, and I said, I'm not having one made just for you.
Holly says, do you have hats, Vision?
I will not have hats. But after, I mean, if there's a big demand for hats, I will design a hat and put it up in our swag shop, as well as a Bug Out Weekend t-shirt that will not be the same as the ones commissioned that you will see this weekend, because those were made exclusively for those that attended Bug Out Weekend, if you so choose or wanted to purchase.
Right on.
So those are the ones you'll see this weekend are limited edition.
Very nice.
And I wanted it to make it that way, you know, to show my appreciation to everybody that came.
Let's see here.
Thank you, OVP. I appreciate it. But yeah, it's gonna be a good time, y'all. And I'm excited.
If anyone trades military patches, bring some. I have a couple good ones for trade. Awesome. Oh, did I see David Lynn in here? Taco Talk? Awesome. Thank you, David.
Good to see you, David Lynn. And welcome in.
Yeah, it'll be a good opportunity to educate yourself and and don't think that because you're not doing a course or a class or whatever, don't mean that you can't help others learn.
Right.
There's plenty of opportunities
Yep.
to help people out. So
And I'm glad you mentioned that, because I want to say this. I had a lot of people that this is their first time coming that offered to do classes, and I said, nope, I need you to experience the experience first.
Mhm.
But I appreciate everybody who is their first time and that they offer to teach. But I want you to experience the weekend itself without any pressure or anything like that, other than fellowshipping, learning, conversating, and meeting.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Rob P says, where's the nearest golf course?
Probably Dayton Municipal. Not sure.
Holly says I should hire a charter bus next year to pick people up. There you go.
That'd be awesome.
Absolutely. Yeah, 80 plus people. It's going to be it's going to take the whole weekend, and I'm going to apologize now for me and for everybody else, including Vision. That 80 people is a lot of people to learn everybody's name, and obviously we'll have identification there to help out. So just be patient with everybody, and it'll be good to put names that are in the comments to your face finally. So yeah, it'll be good.
Half ready? Well, I got something bigger planned for you, my friend, which I know my personal moderator is going to start talking in code to me, but yeah, don't worry, bro. We're going to rope you in. And folks that are coming, do not think that I am untouchable. Okay, come speak to me. Come find me.
Yep.
Okay. If you see me running past you, just scream my name. Say Vision, and I may turn around and say I'll be right back, but I will. I take it personally to meet everybody. There's not going to be a person there that I have not spoken to. Okay.
Yep, and I can vouch for that. The first year that I went there, and it was. I've never done anything like that before. I mean, obviously, I've camped and I've done that kind of stuff. But when I was introduced to Vision's channel and got involved in the chat and everything, and he said he was doing this bug out weekend, and I was thinking, oh, there's going to be content creators down there, and I wonder how it's going to be. I hope that they're not like stuck up snobs and stuff like that just because they got big channels, and it absolutely the furthest thing away from that.
And not to mention that he emailed me like 100 times before Bug Out Weekend got here.
Yep.
But Rule, you better not. If you do, you'll probably get a knee to the forehead. No, not at all. Not at all, bro. You'll get a knee to the forehead if you do.
Oh, that's funny. But yeah,
not at all.
Mean, you have a question or you just want to talk about something, do it. You'll never get an answer to a question if you don't ask it. So
that's true.
But it'll be a good time, folks. And if you didn't learn anything after this weekend, then I don't know what to tell you, because
shame on you. Right. Shame on you.
Get involved. Ask the questions. I will say this, and it'll be brought up before the classes, but I'm just going to put it out there now. When we have the classes and the clinics and everything that we're doing there, be respectful to the person who's talking. They've put time and effort into this and whatnot. If you have questions, bring a notebook, bring something to write down on, whatever. And write down your questions. There'll be plenty of time for question and answering time.
Yes.
So just try to hold the questions to the end of each class. That way they can get through it because of the time constraints in the classes and stuff. So, but yeah, don't be afraid to ask questions. So we're all the same. We're all in the same boat. Nobody's too big to talk to people and everything. It's nothing like that. So
no, not at all. And I'll tell y'all this now, and y'all can laugh at me all weekend long. I do not like people. Now, the COO would definitely argue that case, but I don't like people.
And you will never guess it if you come to Bug Out Weekend. You'll never guess it because I'm gonna tell you right now. The only time that there ain't gonna be somebody around Vision is when he's sleeping and when he's going to the bathroom.
That's true.
I've been to the first 2 weekends, Bug Out weekends, and I'm telling you, people are constantly around, and that's cool. So
yeah, it is.
Hey, Pete, have a good one. Stay safe, my friend.
Take care, Pete. Have a good one, bruh. Stay safe. But I'm excited for y'all, especially, the ones that have been, y'all are family, and everybody that's new that's coming, y'all are family. But my thing is, I'm excited to see everybody, and I'm the type of person, I don't miss nothing. I see everything, I hear everything, I know everything that is going on, and making sure that everybody is having a good time. And don't be surprised if I show up at your campsite just checking in on you, because that's what I do. Yeah. So there will not be anybody at the Bug Out Weekend that will be able to say, I never came to your campsite to see you.
Yep.
Because that's what I do.
Absolutely.
Because I'm there to take care of everybody. So
and I'll just do a quick talk here. This remind everybody that this is a state park, so you got to keep your area clean. Don't leave out open food. You're in a park. There's animals, wild animals, raccoons, and all that kind of stuff. They will come out
at night.
And they will. There is a trash can there. That there's several trash cans throughout the area that you can throw your trash away. Don't just throw it out on the ground or whatever, because then the Ohio gang will have to pick it up at the end, and that's not going to be fun for us. So there's trash cans for your disposal, and keep your tent area cleaned up and whatnot. Keep your tents zipped up. That way, no bugs and stuff like that, or critters get in there. Just be respectful of everybody. So, that was my PA announcement there for that. So,
thank you. And Cole told me to tell everybody hi, and he's sorry he's gonna miss everybody as he sleeps on the floor snoring.
Quick question. Not sure if it's possible, but if I get, say, a free hour or two to drop by to meet a few, is that possible, or should I have registered?
If you're talking about Ohio, if you're talking about just showing up for a day or so, come on, just come. Don't worry. You don't have to worry about registration. Just show up. Check in, somebody will be at the table at some time. And if there's nobody at the table, when you get there, come on in, find anybody and ask for me. Mm-hmm. You're welcomed.
Yep, absolutely. Oh yeah, there's stray cats.
Bob.
Absolutely.
Bob
and his family.
Yeah, Bob has family probably still there.
Sure, there's a few new generations or litters.
should be, yeah. And you're welcome, Ohio. You're more than welcome.
One thing that you cannot bring, obviously, it's a state park. All right, so there's no you cannot bring firewood.
No,
there is firewood there. You can have individual fire pits wherever, but it cannot be burnt on the ground. There's only one spot that you can burn wood on the ground, and that's in the designated fire pit area. But if you have a a fire pit that is above up on the ground, like the kettle ones or whatever, you're more than welcome. Correct me if I'm wrong. They're more than welcome to use that, right?
Yep. And you got to police it. So,
Yes. So, um, just be mindful of that. Obviously, we're not. It is a state park, and there are park rangers that will be around throughout the day and evening and stuff. So,
yep. Right, Rob B. Coleman stoves, jet boils. Yeah. Tables, you can bring tables, all that.
Yep. If I wasn't doing the dinner for Saturday, I would have a lot less stuff to bring. But because I am doing it, I want to make sure that's the only reason why I'm bringing my 10x20 canopy is
Right.
to make sure I'm underneath that and be able to take care of everybody as safely as possible. Because I just want to make sure that everything is clean and whatnot. So.
So, how many of those canopies are you bringing?
So I'm bringing my 10x20. That's
Okay.
one canopy, and
Okay.
then I have a couple of the 10x20 or 10x10s. So how many do you need?
2.
2. All right, I'll bring them both.
If you can get them in your truck, don't sweat it. If you can only bring one, that's fine.
I'm not bringing that much stuff.
Okay. Well, if you can bring 2, that would be appreciated. Thank you.
All right. Yep, no problem. Ohio Valley says I'm bringing a lot of stuff for spoiled wifey and spoiled dog. There you go.
OVP, I did that for the COO our first year because that was her first time ever in life camping out. So I had to make sure she was comfortable and our tent was comfortable and reminded her of home. And I pulled it off and she was absolutely ecstatic. She had an amazing time.
Yeah, it was good. the But Yogi, what about the Ranger? The Ranger will be there.
Yeah, Rangers. Yeah, Yogi will. Yeah, Rangers. Rangers are there frequently, so they check on us.
No problem, X. This will be the biggest cooking thing I've done. So this will be the largest amount of pork butts that I've ever done at one time. So
Yeah. Thank you, Ohio. We're all in this together, and I'm just trying to do my part. I ain't nobody special, but if I have the resources and the means to get it done, I'm gonna do it for everybody. It ain't about me. If I wouldn't have done it, I wouldn't have never had this amazing Ohio family. So I'm glad I did it because yeah. Don't get me started. Where's my personal moderator?
Squirrel.
Thank you.
Hey, Boo Boo, is that a picnic basket?
Exactly.
Yeah. I mean, everybody's gonna know where No Dog Pepper's stand is. So
yes. Mr. Imes, Holly can bring her Coleman stove. Thank you, Ghost. Yes, Mr. Imes, Holly can bring her Coleman stove. Awesome. Yes, that is allowed. How else was she going to cook for you? Yeah, she can bring her Coleman stove.
Well, get ready.
Matter of fact,
new cousins from North Carolina. That's
some
right.
new cousins. That works. That works. Yeah, Coleman stoves. Everybody. I stopped counting how many folks bought Coleman stoves last year, but yes. Yeah, exactly. Blue butterfly. So
Coleman stove and a gas tank. So there you go. One time a man can say he gave birth to the Ohio family. There you go.
Well,
Oh, Holly said that he's not coming. He had surgery on his shoulder.
ooh, I hope your shoulder is fine. But yes, Holly is allowed to bring her Coleman stove. She'll be okay.
There
Hi,
you go.
COO.
Yeah, I mean, there's really no things
So
that
the
you
C-
can't bring.
So y'all, I wish y'all could see this. So the COO just walked into the room and sat down, and she's pouting, and she said, "I want to go."
We wish you could go. We're gonna miss you.
Yep. Well, I'll have to do something super special for her. Well, I already did. She just don't know it yet. But
But just think, this will be the last one that you'll have to miss, because then you'll be all graduated and everything, and then you can come to the next one.
she said, "Yep, true story." Everybody, look, everybody, COO, hola.
Hey, my baby.
She said, "Hey, my babies." I told her, I said, our channel, because it is ours. I said, it ain't about me. I said, it's about you and Cole. That's the only reason people come. I'm just the stupid one to be sitting in front of the camera.
Oh wow, Michael.
Last time I camped and had a black bear laying underneath the rain fly with me. People in other campsites were going crazy. Wow.
Well, you ain't got to worry about black bears here.
No. She's in the chat, so she may say hi. Yeah, she said Rule said kidnap the COO. And Teresa said camp out at Vision's house in June. Not. That's one bit of information you still don't have. You don't know where I live.
Oh, you're welcome, Holly. No problem. I'm glad that everything's working out. And
He understands now. He also says thank you. Tell him he's more than welcome, and we will look out for you as family. So
Yep.
she's in good hands. She will be okay, and we will send her home semi-sane and in one piece.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Look, X is making steak.
Yep. Matter of fact, I'm since my guy won't be there Thursday night, I am cooking steak for myself in his honor, because I told him when he shows up, come to my tent and we'll have steak.
There
So
you go.
when you see me sitting there by myself eating steak, don't feel sorry, but that's it. Look, oh, well, the COO's face just went sideways because she loves my steak. But
Hey,
just
you know what? I'll
What?
bring a steak, and we'll have even though it's your steak and my steak will be from the same cow.
Same cow, correct. So we had the T-bones last night
Oh wow.
for Mother's Day. I'm sorry. We had them for Mother's Day. That's the first time we had the T-bones. And you should have seen her. You should have seen her face. She ate 2 steaks.
Nice.
Me.
Oh, see, now she's saying, you helped me. That's true. So we each had 1.5. How's that? Okay. And put
You,
2 away.
You ever heard of picante? The picante steak? Or
Picante.
I think that's how they say it. It's. I was watching a short today on YouTube, and the guy was cutting this. He said the best part of the best steak on the cow, and I think he said it was picante, the picante steak. It's a select cut of meat there. So
would that be the equivalent of what our butchers cut? The starts with a C. I forget the name of it, but it comes like there's either 4 or 6 of them in the pack. I want to say Catalina cut, but that's not right. And I forget because our butcher, he was telling me what the cut was, and that is their special cut of the cow.
All right, let's see.
Anyway,
It says here comes from the top part of the rump, specifically the rump cover of a sirloin cap. There you go.
you go right ahead, Rob B. Good night, Mama. Love you.
Where's the Wagyu at? Yeah, there you go. Ohio answered it.
Okay. Thank you, Ohio.
I got
I'm bringing some of them too, Blue Butterfly. Some of our hamburgers.
I just grilled up a bunch yesterday and got some today. So
Yep, I'm gonna bring a pack.
there you go.
He
But
said
yeah,
eight the whole thing.
it'll be interesting to see how people set their tents and everything up, their campsites, and then how they do their cooking and what they bring. So
Yep. It's going to be a good time. It is. And, I want everybody to have a good time and relax and just fellowship, meet each other and, learn some stuff and, just have a good time.
absolutely. And of course, there's going to be bacon.
And there's going to be bacon. There may be some surprises. So there you go. That's all I'm going to say. The Ohio family, does anybody have a bell or an air horn?
A bell.
Rule, do you have an air horn? Knowing you, I know you got everything under the sun.
There you go.
He said, I think so. See? If you can find it, Rule, could you bring it, please? If not, don't sweat it. The provost. You know what, Rob? Don't play because your boy almost bought one of those last year. Your boy almost bought a provost. Don't play. Don't play. Them is high, as my grandma used to say, you living in high cotton now, boy.
Yep.
A cowbell around here somewhere. If you find it half ready, bring it. Oh, KP said you can get them from Walmart, Harbor Freight, and Home Depot. Okay, thank you, KP. I'll pick one up.
There you go.
Wow, Rob. Yeah, I got a friend that has one, and that thing. I was like, you have got to be kidding me. What Ohio say? Sounds like all we're going to do is eat. Well,
no, we're gonna sit around and we're gonna talk and we're gonna drink coffee and we're gonna
yeah. Thanks, half ready.
Have classes and yeah. So there's more than eating, but yeah, eating will be a big part.
That rabbit said, "I have a big cowbell." Yeah, that doesn't surprise me, Rob.
Yeah, it's better to make a list and make sure you got everything that you're gonna need and make sure you pack it all. And if you pack too much, it's better to have it and not need it than need it and not have it. So.
Yeah, unless you're me and you're the last one in the parking lot on Sunday playing Tetris trying to repack your truck.
Yeah, that too.
Yeah, that didn't go over well.
Well, you won't have nearly as much stuff to worry about like that because you have to bring all your other stuff.
Yeah, and that's the problem.
Well,
yeah.
You'll have to look into like an enclosed trailer then.
I'm not. No. If that's the case, I will bring the cargo van that was just gifted
There
to
you
me,
go. There you go.
and we'll call it done.
That'll work.
I'm not spending no money on the U-Haul. Not happening. No. I got a cargo. I got a cargo van.
Yes, we need more cowbell.
I know that's right, Holly.
Oh, Holly, you want to hear something funny? So, I borrowed, I forget whose it was. Somebody had a one of the shower tents, and I could not figure out for the freaking life of me how to get this damn thing back in the bag. It all folded up into a round container, and I'm like, how are you going to get something that's rectangle? And I had everybody over there trying to help me. We were
Yep.
twisting and turning and
Oh,
everything.
that was Tracy. That was Tracy's,
Okay.
and she's coming this year. She registered. Yeah.
And I could not for the life of me figure out how to get that damn thing back in there, but we got it.
Yep.
I ended up having to watch a YouTube video on how to get the dang thing back in the bag.
Right. And she had the awesome setup, y'all. She had a Escalade or a Yukon and had the back doors opened and had a tent attached to the back of her Yukon.
Yep.
And it was so cool. And she camped in the parking lot. It was awesome.
I camped in the parking lot the first year. Second year was better. Third year is going to be even better.
Yep. And Old Mutt was there the first year, and I'm not going to spoil it. You have to meet Old Mutt. I'm telling y'all. Yeah.
Is he signed up? Is he coming?
That's my guy.
All right. Sister Marie says I need to buy more antacids. Got all that rest of the first aid meds. All right.
Jen said I have a truck bed tent.
Yep.
They're pretty cool. Yeah. I got buddies that does overlanding?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And his setup is cool. Matter of fact, he was on my live and he showed off his overland tent and his stuff on his what did he have? A Jeep Commander or the 4-door Jeep truck, whatever it is. Yeah.
Yeah, you can get some pretty cool tents. They have hard covered ones that you can put up on top of the roof and everything.
Yeah.
Those are pretty, and they're pretty nice, but they're also costly too. So
yeah.
All right, folks. If you have any further questions, we got about 2 minutes left in this live stream, and then you won't see my mug for a couple days. And for those that are going to be a bug out weekend, then we'll see each other then. If not, then it'll be another week next Monday. So
yeah, Rule. Yeah, he has the Gladiator, the Jeep Gladiator.
Yeah. But for everybody that's going to bug out weekend, I wish you safe travels.
Yes.
Anything happens on your way, you have Vision Preparedness's email address and also mine. His is visionpreparedness@gmail.com. Mine is going to be here, devilDogPrepper@gmail.com. You can email us with whatever you need, and we'll go from there. But yeah, safe travels to everybody. Look forward to meeting those that are new, and also seeing those who have been there before. So
yes.
World 2IC says see everyone in 60 hours. There you go.
Way to go, Rule.
But with that being said, I got nothing else for you guys. Good luck packing everything up. Vision, any last words from you?
keep on prepping. Everybody stay safe, and we'll see those coming soon. And if you're not coming, we'll still see you soon.
Absolutely. Good to go. Trent, thank you for coming on tonight and talking
Absolutely.
about this. Look forward to seeing you again along with everybody else. But
Yes.
with that being said, folks, we'll see you next Monday. We'll see you in the other lives throughout the week. And other than that, stay safe, stay vigilant, stay prepped.